What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So 3v3 is less than a week away. I'm not at all prepared. But today I do have a new 3v3 counter for you all that you might be interested in. It's going to be Fennec lead versus Lord Vader. Specifically Lord Vader with Royal Guard and Maul, which I think is going to be a very popular team on defense, just because you're not going to do much with Royal Guard anywhere, and Maul Mandos kind of looks a little weird right now in threes. So we'll be going over the modding for this counter. I think the modding is pretty light. It's pretty minimal in my opinion. The only thing you absolutely need, in my opinion, is a very high relic Fennec. You don't need R8, but you definitely want R7, I think, a minimum. I don't think you need a R9, but you definitely want some really good mods on her. Boss and Grief, they just kind of need to be there. It's kind of weird, but yeah, they just need to be there. And of course, Boss needs to be faster than Grief. And then we'll dive into some gameplay footage. I do have some footage of me trying to replicate not having an R9 Boss. So I stripped all of his protection and health away, making him as weak as I possibly could. Because I want to show you guys that even if you have a weaker Boss, you can still do this counter. Boss does not need to survive. If he does survive, you get better banners and the fight becomes a little easier for you, but he does not need to survive. He just needs to be there for the first couple of turns, and then after that, if he's there, great. If not, but you can still do it. Okay, first I want to go over Fennec Shand. The most important thing I want you guys to notice here is her health and protection. Mine is at Relic 9, but I honestly would say if you guys want to take away her offense triangle or her offense cross and give her some extra protection, I think this is a really good place to do that. But yeah, mine's at 83k health, 82k protection, 260 speed. I would say the speed range for her for this counter, get her around the 250 to 270 mark, guys. I would even say 240 would be fine. And then, of course, my damage is ridiculously high. I have her at 15k special damage. You definitely want to get her in the ballpark of 12 to 13k, I would say. 12 to 13k, I think, is a good ballpark. And you guys will see that. Even if you don't have crazy offense on your Fennec, you have plenty of opportunities to do Armor Shred, and the Armor Shred will carry you most of the fight anyways. I also wanted to go over Fennec's kit really quickly, just for 3v3, because it does change. So unfortunately, her leader doesn't give anybody else stats but herself. So all of these are going to be reduced by 25% because we do have Bosk and Grief as allies at the start of the battle. She's going to get an extra 50% defense, max health, max protection, and offense. The offense is really what's going to help out quite a bit. And then also, you know, her contract is we got to dispel 20 debuffs, which is very, very easy against Lord Vader. And then everybody gets overconfident until the end of the battle. And overconfident, it's minus 20% defense, but we gain 20% defense right here, so that cancels out. We get 50% offense, we get some evasion, and we also get 10% speed. So in my opinion, it's a pretty good trade, and in 3v3 it does make sense. Under her unique, she is going to be ramping a little bit. She's only going to gain 10% though, unfortunately. Usually I like to run her with a Sign of Django lead with Bam on the team. That way she's getting the full 40% ramp every time she gets tenacity up. Here she's only going to get 10% because we don't have Bam on the team, and Sign of Django is not in the leader position, unfortunately. My Boss, also R9. Yeah, crazy amount of health and protection. Speed is pretty achievable. You honestly, the speed doesn't, I don't want to say the speed doesn't matter, but it almost doesn't matter, because what's going to happen is you're not going to outspeed Lord Vader. Lord Vader's going to go first. He's going to trigger the frenzy on Maul, which means Maul's speed is also irrelevant here, because he's going to get an extra, he's going to take his turn before your whole team. So unless he's like 600 speed, you're still going to go before him. But yeah, and then I will, at one point in the video, I'm going to take away, I think I take away like 5k health and like 60k protection, just to showcase for those of you that don't have a Relic 9 or even a Relic 8 Boss, that you can still do this counter with a much weaker Boss. And then going over to my Grief Karga, Relic 8, 82k health. Wow, my Fennec's beefier than him? I didn't know that. That's weird. Anyways, 320 speed. You guys get the idea. Alright, let's take a look at some gameplay. So the first team we're going up against is a Relic 8 Lord Vader, a Relic 4 Royal Guard, and a Relic 5 Maul. So I know it's not a maxed out team, but we will fight one that's pretty close to maxed out at the end. So we're going to start the battle. Like I said, Lord Vader's going to go trigger the frenzy on Maul. It's going to do that. We're going to taunt with our Boss. We're going to cleanse with Grief. Got our payout or contract completed already. Do the call to assist on Royal Guard, and then you're going to throw an armor shred on him because Royal Guard is pretty thick, and we are going to want to get through him as quickly as possible. So Bosk is kind of taking all the hits here, and like I said, it's only an R5 Maul, so we're able to soak up the damage quite nicely. We're going to cleanse here with Grief. If I decide to push the button, there we go. And we're going to go straight for Royal Guard. We're going to make sure we only want Lord Vader to go into his ultimate with only one character. Usually it's going to be Maul. We got lucky here, and we were able to get the kill, so he went to ultimate with nobody, so he didn't gain as much mastery. And yeah, I mean, we just pretty much just finished the fight at this point. So yeah, obviously I out-relic this team that we're fighting by quite a bit. I think we might actually lose Bosk here, I'm not sure. No, I don't think we do. We get the cleanse. That's the nice thing with Grief. His cleanse is going to be available pretty much every turn, if not every other turn. And yeah, just Fennec pretty much just does everything. Simple as that. Alright, let's go into the next fight here. So this is a Relic 8 Lord Vader. Much higher mods, that's for sure. And then a Relic 8 Maul. And he is going to be at 10k offense, so he's going to be hitting like a truck. And then we have a much thicker Royal Guard. A lot of health and protection. Got some decent defense on there as well. Okay, so we're loading up the team. And like I said, I do have a Relic 9 Bosk. He is very tanky. And in this fight, I'm actually going to stop the fight. I just want to showcase that you can take the hits. You can take the hits if you have a really high Relic Bosk. If he's just loaded up with protection. But then I'm also going to take my mods off, and then I'm going to show you guys what happens when Bosk dies, pretty much. So we're going to do the same thing. Double call to assist. Or, I'm sorry, not double. Cleanse, then call to assist. Armor shred. And then here, Maul's going to... He always targets Fennec first. Don't know why, but yeah, if this happens, you just cleanse Bosk, and we're in really good shape here. But now we're going to take off all of his protection, pretty much. I've sped this up because I took way too long looking for mods that were bad. I was like, oh, what's a bad mod for Bosk? I'm going to break up the health set, remove all of his protection. So there you go. Let me pause real quick on the stats. Going from 93k health to 88k and 155 protection to 95. That's a significant difference there. We're going to go against the same team, by the way. So Maul will most definitely kill our Bosk. And the fight really doesn't change. If Bosk dies, you just kind of... Yeah, it's the same fight. You kill Royal Guard, then you're going to kill Maul, and then you go for Lord Vader after. So we do the call to assist on Royal Guard. We'll get the armor shred on him. Basic, there's no point in taunting. Don't ever do that, by the way, guys. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. People just taunt for no reason. It drives me crazy. But yeah, so we lost our Bosk. We're going to do the call to assist on Royal Guard. We make sure to get the extra hits in. I probably could have done the cleanse here to get the retribution, now that I think about it, but it honestly doesn't matter. I mean, he's going to go into his ultimate on his next turn anyways. He just went in there with one character, so not a big deal. Not a big deal. We can definitely... that's the nice thing, I guess, about Lord Vader in 3v3 is when he does go into his ultimate, not going to be as big of a master increase. And we do get pretty close to death here, but I think we're okay. I probably could throw another protection primary on my Grief if I wanted to and be a little bit safer about this. Or Fennec, like I said. The offense doesn't really matter so much here because you're going to get so many hits on Lord Vader. Like, we don't even have a single armor shred on him yet. So if I wanted to, I probably could drop an offense primary on Fennec for protection just to get that extra survivability. But I mean, you're just gonna beat him down. But that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. Huge shout out to my arena shard mates, Have and Caster. Thank you guys so much for helping me test this. Let me know what you guys think about this counter, if you're gonna try it, or maybe it's already been a week and you've tried this in 3v3. Let me know how it went. Let me know down in the comments. If you guys are excited for threes, I mean, I am. I like the change of pace. But if you like this video, please go ahead and give me a like. Share this with your guildmates, and consider subscribing. I think we're pretty close to 2,000 if we haven't hit it already, which is kind of cool. But other than that, guys, thank you so much as always, and I'll catch you all in the next video. See ya.